Good morning. Yes, I'm running late. Yep. We got a lot of rain last night. Hell of a storm here in Georgia. So I had to go and tend to my plants this morning. Yep. I had a couple of them I had to stake out because they were leaning. So I had to get myself in order. Morning, Ama, Karen, Kimberly, Mixon, Dixon, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? T set up something on here this morning, Wisdom Wednesdays, about some spirituality. And they ain't even call me and gonna give me a subject and don't tell me what it is and say, oh, just go on there and expound on it, Randall. Well, I don't know. And that's not what I had planned on talking about today. But I don't know. We'll mix God in there. We'll get some spiritual stuff in here some kind of way. We'll get source up in here some kind of way. He fit in. He don't have to get in where he fit in because he's the outlet. He don't have to be plugged. Yep. So first, I want to talk about tomorrow is the 9th of June. And it's the first day of the hearings over what happened at the insurrection, who did it, who's involved. I don't know if they're going to really do the honest thing and start hitting these politicians that were involved and Clarence Thomas's wife and all of the people that are involved in this farce about stop the steal and all of that stuff. You know, it's the same thing. They need to get rid of the electoral college. I believe that's the problem. Give me your take on that. So that's going to be the first subject that we talk about today is what's going on with this hearing for the insurrection. So we'll be bouncing that back and forth because there's a lot of people involved in that. A lot of people have lost their positions because of their actions in that. None of the big folks, just the peons, they haven't done nothing to none of the big folks yet. Just like I don't think Trump should be allowed to run for president if he think he can just gangster the presidency, because he'll end up being a leader like Putin. He'll have us in a war. We got a lot of people, oh, Trump, he's not a politician. He's going to make the country great again. But he divided us. How you going to make the country great and you separating the people in it? I don't understand their logic and how he's supposed to be helping this country. And the only reason everything is so damn high is because the Republicans, they're part of the 90% of the people who own 1% of the people that own 99% of the wealth in this country. So what they're doing is, since they're in control, They're the ones, the big oil barons and all of this stuff. They're big business. That's why they want Trump in there, because he's for business. And this ain't hurting them. This economy being like this don't hurt rich people. It don't do nothing but make them richer. Because if you got a lot of real estate, everything, all the interest rates have gone up, and all of every product has got a higher price, So what they do, they took the oil and the gas prices and say, okay, well, if we jack that, we have an excuse to jack everything. And we know who's running all of the oil here. It's not Arabs, and it's not people from Africa or Russia's not supplying that much oil and all of that stuff, because we're not even getting no oil from Russia no more, even though they say, oh, we get oil from Russia. Well, we're not getting none now. And it really don't matter, because they set these prices at what they want to set them. It's not like it's some big company or the board of directors. Oh, we're going to have a meeting on how much we're going to charge for oil. They just jack the price when they get ready. There's no government control over the prices of gas, because if it was, it would be down lower than what it is. And Biden, I can't, there's nothing I can do. His hands are tied. So, leave it to the government to stick it to the people. As soon as they think you got a few dollars in your pocket, here they come with inflation. And there's no reason for the inflation whatsoever. And Karen say, she still don't understand that statement from him. He's going to make it great again, talking about Trump. Well, it's according to who you are to how that term fits. If you're in big business, he's going to make it great again for people with big business. And if you starch races, then you believe he's going back on civil rights on people and stuff like that. Because if you ask them, they would like to try to take this thing back to where folks was sharecroppers. The way they treat black farmers in America, that's pretty much a problem. And it ain't got nothing to do with black or white when it comes to these bills being high. It's hurting everybody. So you can tell, I don't know why they think that, poor white people aren't going through as well, or middle class white people aren't going through. When prices are high, it hurt everybody except for the people that's getting paid. Yep. And Deep Rooted say it's a perpetual cycle. And that's what it is too. We hadn't had no real big soaring prices and stuff since before Obama. It was, I think the last time we had a large leap like this in interest rates was back in, what was that, about 2006? I believe it was before Obama was president, a couple years before Obama was president, when that housing market crashed because they had all of these high interest rate balloon payments, and they were selling people houses that they couldn't afford. Oh, you can get it. You can, I know you only make $60,000 a year, but you can get this $500,000 house. What's up, C. Ray and Blackberry? What's happening? Good morning. Yep. But when they did that and they jacked the price of them houses and put those balloon payments, and they thought they were being slick because they just wanted to sell people the houses, get all their down payment money, the people stay in the house for 4 years. And then they say, okay, it's time for the balloon payment. Your house note now is going from 1,200 to 2,200, and they like, whoa, we can't take a $1,000 leap into paying for a house. I'm about a balloon payment for the next 5 years to catch up. So they start foreclosing left and right, taking the people's houses, putting them on the street, because they don't give a damn. And that's like stealing to me. Anytime you jack the price of something beyond the means of the people's ability to pay for it, and that that's what you're doing, and when you're drawing up the contract, you're setting them up to fail. And when you set people up to fail like that, that should be against the law, because the banks are the ones that was trying to make out, with all them predatory loans that they were doing. It's really, crazy. And they're doing the same thing right now. Homelessness is up all over this country, as if we didn't have enough homelessness. Now here they go with more. And they talking about, oh, well, there's plenty of jobs. Yeah, but you ain't paying nobody nothing. You don't want to pay nobody what they worth. And then you don't even want people to be full-time. You want everybody to be part-time. Oh, we could work 32 hours a week. They short you 8 hours just so they don't have to buy insurance. So they're saving money and steady making money, because the minimum wage here in Georgia is $8. I think $8.35 or $8.50. And if you rent a studio apartment or a 1-bedroom apartment, and you say this is a single mother, she ain't got to have but one baby. Hey, morning, Frugal. All right. You got a single mother. She's raising one child. She's got a job, but her job is paying her minimum wage, and she is only working 32 hours. She's not going to be able to afford to get an apartment, because the landlords want you to make 3 times the amount of what the cost of the rent is. You have to make 3 times that amount. And they not paying in these jobs, even if she was working 3 jobs, because a studio apartment here in Georgia now is probably about $1,200. And that's in a mediocre neighborhood. Now you go down there around Piedmont Park and downtown area where they got them expensive apartments, we talking $2,500, $3,000 for a studio apartment. That's a house note and some. And that's really ridiculous. Just finished watching Monday's show. Hey, busy mama. Ben Ingram, what's up, my brother? Good morning. Glad to have you on this morning, Junior. Shoot, you must not be busy today. Yep, that's one of my big brothers from Chicago. I've known that man for 60 years of my life. Yep, and I'm only 62. When I moved to Chicago from Indiana, I already had people in the neighborhood, but my dad was working for the steel mill in Indiana, and when he switched jobs to Sherwin-Williams in Chicago, then he moved back around all of the family. His dad and mother and all the aunties and everybody, they all live within like about 4 blocks of each other. And when I-57 came through the way it was designed, it snatched all of my family's houses from out of Morgan Park. So they end up moving further out into the city. Well, further into the city instead of further out. Yep. But getting back on the subject, of inflation and what's going on in the United States today, I believe that they setting people up to fail on purpose. Because if you're running a country and the people are doing well, doesn't that mean that the country is doing well? Or is that just the opposite? I'm just trying to figure this out, because I don't understand why they want to keep people in an impoverished state. Give me your comments on that. I don't get it. Why do you want people to be suffering without money? How does that behoove you, the people with big money? How does that help you? I don't understand it, because if they don't have no money, that means they're not spending none. And if they're not spending none, how are you making money when people don't have the money to spend? So I guess in things like you have to pay rent, you have to pay some type of power bill for electrifying your house or apartment, unless you got solar panels or live off the grid. It seems like that's the best thing to do now, is to live off of the grid. Find you some land that you don't have to get no water rights. I mean, no water from the city. You don't need their water. You can be self-sufficient, your own electricity and your own water. And all you're paying for is your land, your taxes. Because, even after you pay for a house, they gonna make you pay something for it. You just can't, all right, I don't owe nobody nothing no more. My house paid for. Oh, we gotta pay, you have to pay taxes. What's up, Donetta? Good morning. Yep. So I don't know. It's just a horrible time right now in the world. Putin gangstering all his land back from the Ukraine. China and what's the old boy's name? The crazy dude that Trump loved, his homie. Oh, damn, that's a shame. Well, y'all know who I'm talking about, the guy from Korea. And yeah, Kim Jong-un, that's it. And he's shooting missiles left and right. China shooting missiles left and right. They just really pushing and putting a lot of pressure on this planet for war. And I guess the Chinese say, well, shoot, ain't nobody doing nothing about Russia taking their land back from the Ukraine. So why don't we just go on back over here and take the land that the United States and the rest of the world seized from us and turn into another country, which would be Taiwan. They gonna take it back, and ain't nothing nobody could do, or else you'll just blow up the world. If you say, well, okay, well, we gonna stand on you. See, Raina say, kill, steal, and destroy. That's their plan. And you know whose plan that is, right? And what the words say. Who come to kill, steal, and destroy? And then get mad when Farrakhan say y'all blue-eyed devils. But this is y'all world. This is what y'all created. Isn't it just wonderful? You make people sick on purpose so you can get paid for it. You ruin the food so you can help make people sick. You want people impoverished, they got to pay for everything. Ain't nothing free. And even not even water. Not even water, which if you're born on this planet, you should have a natural right as a human being to be able to own a space of land that you don't have to owe nobody for. Air, oxygen, you should be able to breathe for oxygen for free, and water. You know, if they just gave people those two things for free, land and water, I can survive. Give me some land and some water, I'll be good. I'll build my own house. They got too many ways to build houses now. You get you some straw, and you got mud everywhere, and they call it berm. And you can build your house. It's better insulated than a brick house, and just as strong. Ain't no storms coming through tearing it up, and especially if you make it round. Only when you make a flat wall, when you're building a house, will it catch wind. If you build your house in an octagon or a circle or pyramid shape, it doesn't catch wind like that. And so when the wind doesn't force up against your house, you have less damage. But I don't know why they don't design houses like that. I guess it's aesthetically not the way they want them to look. Yeah, Busy Mama said, but you have to be financially stable in order to buy the land, all the hookups to be sustainable. Yep, that's the truth. And it's hard to get off the grid. It sure is. Yep, and Busy Mama say, yeah, you telling the truth about the wind and the shapes, without a doubt. And it's a lot of houses that people hire their own contractors, and when they hire their own private contractors and have their houses built to the specs that they want, it's a lot of people that are building houses in Florida. They're not hurricane proof because there's no such thing as a hurricane proof home, but it can withstand wind and rain and the elements 80 to 90% better than a square or rectangle shaped house. Yep. DC Curry said it best. Blackberry said, water supposed to be free. I'm gone, but everything in my mama name. Heck no, that's crazy. Hey, JB, good morning. How's everybody? And the next 6 weeks, I won't be missing 2 shows a week, but I'm trying to schedule my appointments so that I can go and have these shots for my knees. And I got to have 12 shots, 6 shots in each knee. What do you know about these shots, JB, Busy Mama? What do you think about it? It's the one where they inject a fluid in between your knee, and it creates a pad so that you're not bone on bone, and your nerves get a chance to cover back up with cartilage because it's not rubbing. And so it helps your knees to regenerate. And my nephew is my doctor. My brother's daughter, her husband is a doctor, and he's my doctor here. And he was telling me, he was like, man, he was like, if I don't get the shots in 2 years, by me trying to walk and exercise to lose weight, he say I'm constantly wearing it out. It's actually my kneecaps don't even float anymore. It's not cortisone. It's some type of material that goes in between the bone and the bone. And my kneecaps don't even float anymore because I have so much osteoarthritis in my knees. My kneecaps are fused to my femur. He showed it to me. on because he did x-rays of it while I was right there, and you can look at it while he's showing, making the x-ray. The camera's right there, so he can see it, and he's showing me, see this right here, you have no spacing here. He's like, that's bone on bone. And I don't know how to say this, that Busy Mama put up here. I got arthritis in both knees and my ankles, JB. And I'm about to get these. It's a new procedure for people that have osteoarthritis. And it puts some type of pad, synovial fluid. I guess so. I'm bone on bone. My nerves are actually, how the knee fits together like this. And it's supposed to be a spacing like this between my knuckles when it's your knee. But mine is like this. And that's just how it looks. And so he said, when my knee does like this, it's pivoting. He say that's why I'm in pain whenever I do that. So if I'm walking, sitting, or standing, it's always pain. But I've been in pain for so long. Pain is my friend. So I'm used to it. So I just keep going. But he say it's wearing out the bone now, and now it's so much calcified bone that my kneecap is actually fused to my femur. I have never heard anything like that. Hyaluron. I don't know how to say that, Busy Mama. Hyaluronic acid used for osteoarthritis. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. All I know is it puts a pad in between your bone on bone knees so that your cartilage can start to heal and regenerate. And so I'm about to get those 12 shots done in the next 6 weeks. I'm going to get them. My first appointment is next Tuesday. Then the next appointment is going to be that Wednesday. Who is this? Hello, good morning. How can I help you, please? Thank you. Now I just block them. See you. They'll call from some other number tomorrow. Yep, but I was like, wow, they're getting high tech. Synovial fluid is what cushions our joints. Yeah, well, I don't have none of that in my knees, JB. Busy Mama, that stuff is gone. And Busy Mama say her either. And Busy Mama say they probably have come up with much more. I've heard of this hyaluron. I think I'm saying it right. Hyaluronic before, not sure on outcomes or the results. And me either, but my nephew say he was like, it's either that or knee replacement. And I ain't ready to go under the knife. Shoot. And knee replacement, that means it's going to sit me down. And if I sit down, if I ain't moving, a body in motion, stay in motion. I ain't trying to stop moving. I done lost too much weight. And then you want to sit me down for 2 or 3, at least a month, because I have to have both knees. I know Marjorie had one knee done, but he talking about I would have to have both done. And they'll do them one at a time. But shoot, that's like 3 to 4 months that I'll just be sitting down and then going to what do you call it when they work with you? the I don't know, my mind ain't here this morning. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Physical therapist. You got to go to therapy. So that's kind of rough. Uh-oh, somebody might be getting ready to pop in on us. And Busy Mama say she do knee replacement too. And there are options for her. I will prolong it as much as possible. And that's what I'm doing. By getting these 6 shots, I'll be getting a chance, and I'm not gonna stop working on my weight. I know he told me I won't have to stop working out, but I will have to not walk 2 days after each shot. So because they want the fluid to set in the knee right. And he say if you start working it right away, you'll just rub it out of place. So he say once I get up to like the 3rd or the 4th shot, he say I'll be good because it'll be enough pad in there in between to where I'll be able to actually walk without pain. And yeah, and JB say knee replacement means physical therapy, and I won't be sitting down much. Oh, okay. Say, Busy Mama say I'm gonna need some ginseng and some ginkgo biloba. Oh yeah, I do. That's for memory, and some St. John's wort too. Yep. I had knee surgery, and it was so much better than they scraped my joints. It sucked, but she did it. Yeah, my left knee was scoped because I had a torn meniscus, and I got bone spurs on that left knee where they carved out the meniscus because all they did was just like grind it down smooth. Because when I tore it was like flip, flip. Every time I bend my knee to walk, the cartilage was like twisting. So when they scoped it, they just like grind that piece down, cut it off, and then grind it down smooth, vacuum it out, and say, okay. And then they sent me to therapy. No sports, no injury. I just fell while at work. Buckled and boom. Well, I had sports injuries on my knee because I hyperextended my right knee, but I didn't have to have surgery. And then when I was working for the Park District, we were working on some stuff over at Jackson Park, and they were putting in what do you call it? Lateral lines for irrigation. And they left all of the spigots up with no knobs on them. And so they were covered by leaves. And we're over there. We need a tree down, and it needs to be ground out so that we can finish putting in the irrigation. And when I went over there, I was walking to the spot where the tree was and stepped on one, and it twisted my foot and knee this way, but my thigh and top of my leg was straight, and it tore the meniscus. So I had to get that repaired. And JB, I've been ignoring the pain for years. And that's the same here. I just need to lose some more weight too. Yep. I believe it'll be a whole lot better when I get this weight off of me. Yep. Busy Mama say she was just walking. Yeah. Busy Mama say I had my first knee surgery at 25, and that's what they told me too, JB. However, the MRI did not show anything until they opened it up, just obliterated. So it was toe up. Busy Mama says she believe hers is genetic. Me and my dad and my brother all have had surgeries. That ain't genetics. Y'all just been rough on your knees. And it's it's what you eat too. And when they say, oh, if the parents got it, then they got it, because I believe it's eating habits and everything else, because everybody's eating the same food when you live in the same house.
It ain't nothing but eating habits.
Yep.
It's eating habits and nothing but eating habits. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another segment. We adore you and implore you. Thank you so much. So, Turk, you got your knees worked on yesterday, huh?
No, I just went for the consultation. My first shots will be Tuesday at 10:45.
Huh?
At 10:45. So I'm gonna still be
you
on
get to do the show then.
Yep.
Boy.
Me and Big Win be going to the doctor at the same time now, because they're working on his foot.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yep.
And speaking of that, I gotta call my brother. I got a message last night that he's not answering his phone or anything. I said, I hope he's not something that happened to him.
Tired of folk calling him, bugging him.
No, it's some other stuff. So
ain't nobody else talk to him?
I gotta call him and find out. I don't know. No.
Will he live by himself? Oh, well, if he don't live by himself, I'm quite sure if something was wrong, somebody would have called and said something.
She texted me last night and said she hadn't seen him or heard from him.
Well, how you live with somebody and you ain't seen or heard from them?
I don't know. That's why I asked her what the hell's going on. I got to find out. Karen said the hard part is keeping the weight off. She said she got arthritis in her knees also. She said when I lost 25 pounds, my knees felt so much better.
I done lost 110 pounds and my knees still hurt.
She dang, Busy Mama said hers is genetic. She said her dad and her brother all them had problems. Man, she said, and I was just walking. I didn't live with my dad. I found out their history later in life. I did nothing. Yep. She said she didn't know. She didn't live with her dad. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, that's amazing.
Busy Mama going on the call.
That's why I be doing my squats and stuff in here. I pray my knees hold up.
Boy, when I went and I called myself, I was like, I'm gonna start getting some squats in. Start me a regimen of squats. I ain't gonna have them.
When you bone on bone.
Wait a minute, you should have heard it. And my kneecaps don't float anymore. My kneecap is fused to my femur. There's so much calcium build up, it don't even float. My joint will rotate, but the cap, you know how your cap go from side to side and all that? It's glued from the buildup of cartilage has built up so bad, and it's connected to the kneecap.
Wow.
And Karen say the first thing to go is your knees when you get older. Yep. That's all right, long as everything else working.
I'm gonna be.
I'll get my work on my knees.
Then what, you gonna lay on your back? Since you can't bend your knees.
Say canine position is out of the question.
Totally.
Unless you're standing
canine is totally out of the question.
I had to stand up.
Stage left. No doggy dog for you. Dog catch it. Dog catch it.
Give me pillows. I got 2 pillows and it still don't make no difference.
The pillow, you need them knee pads.
Oh no, it's a way around it.
Oh, it's a way around. That's why I say, what you gonna be laying on your back?
No. Stand up.
That too. It's probably safer to lay on your back though, in case your leg give out.
They had a walker. Look, had a walker there and turn it around backwards so you can have something for your arms. And JP say this is a family show.
It still is family. They don't know what we do. You got to be. What you talking about, JB? It's a family show. What you talking about? Oh, JB, there you go.
So you had to be an adult to understand.
Exactly.
That's kind of like how Bugs Bunny, he in the kitchen going through the cabinets. You look at the stuff in the cabinet and it say alum. Don't nobody know what they was using alum for back then. That's a child. That was an adult joke. Vroom, shot straight over their head.
Yes.
Yep, they had a lot of little slick stuff that they would put in them cartoons. Yep, but I'm glad it's 41 minutes into this segment because I got stuff to do today. I'm going to get some work done on my van. And ain't no point in going to clean it because it's going to rain all day today. I mean, it poured, but that's good because we needed it bad. So everything's greening up. All of my flowers should be turning back green in the front. When I was showing them, when I was taking pictures and I had walked the camera out last week, the flowers were beautiful, but all of the green, the vegetative part of the plant was all starting to turn yellow because I'm not turning that irrigation on. It'll make the yard beautiful, but I ain't getting paid for the beautification. Ain't nobody coming by here buying no tickets to view the yard. And if God don't water it, ain't gonna get watered. So it is well. Yep, those old cartoons had a lot of subliminal messages, JB said. Yeah, they did. Yep. And a lot of little underlying racist jokes and stuff too. Especially the Disney ones. I watched an old Disney cartoon of a black Cinderella. And it was so hypersexualized, it was ridiculous. I was like, and this is what they compare Cinderella to, that's white with the blonde hair. Oh, come along. And she playing with the mice and singing with the birds and all of this stuff. And then they show the black Cinderella and she walking around like she Cardi B, what's her name, Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, her clothes was scantily clad. They had a breast jacked all up under her chin and her cleavage was all out. And for back then, they didn't have mini skirts, but hers was a mini. Man, come on. I'm going to cut this thing off. Hello, good morning. How can I help you, please? See how they hung up? Block. They'll call back again. Don't make no sense. Yep. But I done went way off subject. I done went from talking about politics to my knees. But that's y'all fault. Y'all be saying stuff in the comments and it take me somewhere else, and I gotta answer the questions. If I ignore all of the comments, people be like, I'm putting this stuff up here. He ain't even read what I said.
At least if they take you off subject, tell them to be kind enough to go back in there and say, get back on subject. On subject. Y'all got to be the director of Y'all got to be the directors. I am training this morning. Listen, y'all know I get 2 hours, maybe an hour and 45 minutes of sleep after my night shift.
Okay. Somebody that messed up big time on the job. She cracking up.
She had to call me this morning because I was still asleep.
Oh, somebody, what?
Damn, I got in bed at 3:30 this morning. I was supposed to get right back up at 5:30. That's 2 hours. They had to call me. It was 16.
Dang. You know what that means?
I need to be rich rest. And not working this damn job, so I ain't got to worry about all that.
Yeah, get you some rest.
That's what the hell it means. I don't need to be working no split shift, nothing. Hell, that's what it means. I need to be wealthy, so I ain't got to do all this damn work.
Pretty much.
End of story.
Yeah.
Baby back. She called me. She said, we still trying. I said, yeah.
So you sleep on the job.
Said, yeah. You still trying? I said, I'm trying to log in on my computer.
So you trying to log in and you was sawing some log. Probably drooling on the pillow. Wake up and then trying to go on camera.
I thought I was trying to log in on my computer. You know damn well I ain't finna tell. Oh girl,
telling you was sleeping.
Me up. You know darn well I wasn't gonna tell her that.
Frugal mama laughing at you.
my butt, I was dreaming away. I was dreaming away until that phone rang. That phone rang and I said, hello? She said, hey Neela, are we still? I said, oh yeah. You should say, I hopped.
So you trying to wipe the eye boogers out of the corners of your eye?
I did like this walking into the computer room. I did like this. I ain't been. Yeah. Whew. Baby bad, listen. These hours crazy as hell. This Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Coast, the hours is crazy as hell. And they, of all stores, they the only set of stores that stay open until 1 in the morning. I'm like, who's shopping that early? Who's shopping that early?
Walmart open 24 hours. What's the difference?
Where? Not here. Not no more.
They here.
Nah.
I don't know if they
24 hours.
I know they were. I don't know now. I don't do a lot of shopping. That's me and Roz exercise. They go and that's the only time they walk. They go to the store and walk.
They after the pandemic, those stores were not open 24 hours no more. They were open way less. Way less. It's unreal.
I know this Kroger up here stay open until 1 o'clock. And that's for sure, because I done been up there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is Kroger I'm working with.
Yep.
Kroger, I don't know no Walmart stay open that late no more. I don't think no Walmart stay open that late no more.
Well, Kroger taking up the slack.
Well,
because they don't have, and because they don't need, they getting rid of all of the checkout lines that has a person in it. I think they got just 2 lanes that have people in it. Everything else is self checkout. They got 12. They got 12 self checkouts.
That's that Kroger. This Kroger, they got 8 front end registers and 6 self checkouts. And they closed them suckers down at 12. I don't understand why these stores are open until 1 in the morning, to be honest with you, because there's really nothing going on. Even the clubs are not.
Well, the people that work, you know, the second shift, 3 to 11, if they need to stop and get something for their lunch or something, because they're going home and go to bed, they're not getting up early to try to come back before work. So that's makes it convenient for them.
And the overnight crew.
And yeah, and the overnight people.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But y'all should have seen me this morning. I told her, give me 10 minutes. I'm trying to connect.
The gas station Wawa got self-checkout? What? That's great. I ain't never heard of a self-checkout gas station, Lord. They finna automate everything. They ain't gonna have no humans in a job where you have any human interactions with the business transaction.
Everything is artificial intelligence. Be prepared. Artificial intelligence is getting ready to control the world. And we were just, it's funny because I'm gonna tell you all, I was listening to Ralph Smart last night while I was sitting here training, because the guys, they had to have some breaks. They had to have their breaks and stuff. So I was doing my night shift training last night until 3 this morning. Right, until 3 o'clock this morning. I'm back up again at 5. Well, no, I was up at 6 this time. But we had
who owns Wawa?
Hey, Divine Designs. I love you, sister. Thank you for holding down the fort for me yesterday. You did a fabulous job. Karen said, yes, in Philly.
All the stores around JB are self-checkout. Wow.
Dang, they just don't give the kids no opportunity to learn how to be
and wondering why they running around here losing their mind.
Don't want to pay you nothing. Don't want to give you a job.
And they talking about, oh, unemployment is down 29-30%. It's the lowest rate of unemployment since 1980 something.
In what field? Sweeping floors? Or cleaning toilets?
One of the two.
Or all of the above?
Cutting grass. Landscape is up. Landscape jobs is huge right now.
Cleaning somebody's house, restaurant, or bank. Cutting grass. And babysitting people's kids. If they don't even want to babysit themselves.
Yep.
You heard that right. Babysitting people's kids that they don't even want to babysit themselves.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Them the jobs. Teaching. That's going to end up becoming digital too. Watch. Mark my words. These whiteboards, they have digital whiteboards, digital smart boards that, you know, what is that new thing they got with the face? It's like a face recognition, but like I tell you, they're celebrating the Queen over in England, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her old legacy. Her old leg, all the thieving they did.
75 years as the Queen.
55 years. That's a damn shame. But anyway, they celebrating her, and they did this little thing with her and Tupac in a car. And he looked forward. What do they call that?
I know what it is. They use it at Coachella.
At concerts. At Coachella.
Not hieroglyphics. It start with an H. You need some St. John's wort and some lion's mane and some of that stuff for memory too. Hologram. Thank you, Christine Walker.
Thank you,
Daybreak.
Daybreak. I already know. Look, holograms. So they had him. So they're going to start having teachers as holograms. Trust me. They're going to either be digitally portrayed on a screen.
Hello, children. Take out your papers and pencils. Today we'll be doing mathematics.
Extremely robotic. Extremely. Turn to page.
Oh, they can put whatever voice they want on it. Samuel L. Jackson. Get your goddamn papers and pencils out right now and start drawing these snakes that's on the plane.
That's life in the big city. Hey, Cordero. So holograms. Yeah. So everybody, remember to hit those thumbs up for me. Thumbs up. We're trying to get those algorithms up for our show. Trying to get their algorithms up. We are really approaching. You guys, have you guys subscribed to the channel? Have you guys subscribed or click that follow button? If you haven't, what you waiting on? You hear all the time, so subscribe. Click that
and
follow
the folks
button
on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube. Come on, bloody over to YouTube if you like. We'd much rather have you on YouTube so we can get some more numbers.
Exactly. Okay, I hope she's balancing them skulls and reading that book. So, we sit at Turk. That was, he said, why y'all ain't wake me up now? Show about to end.
So you was asleep too.
Cause I was this morning.
Cause your butt be up late as tea. Shoot, every time I go online, Daybreak be on there, no matter what time. I be done slept 8 hours and wake up and it's like she ain't never left. Yeah. Daybreak, when you coming on here? Don't you got your platform ready? Hey, Vet. Pimp Wave, sis. What's good? Yep, I'm about to get up over here in 3 minutes and go get my car fixed. I got to get my car road ready because y'all know I'm going to North Carolina next month. Then I'm coming to Chicago the month after that. So I'm getting my van ready because I ain't renting no vehicle. Ain't going to happen, Captain. I'll drive my own. It's cheaper. Actually, it's cheaper to fly, but I don't want to be in Chicago and ain't got no car. I don't want to be borrowing my mama car. 62. Mama, can I use your car? Boy, I got somewhere to go. I ain't taking my car and burn up all my gas. Ain't nothing changed. Don't bring my car back here on empty. But my mama, she got a hybrid. Her little car don't burn no gas. It goes from electric to gas. So you can get on the expressway. Yeah, Yvette, pretty much I'm going to be on a summer tour because I'm going to Jacksonville to see Lee and her family. And then my boy stays about a half hour, 20 minutes from her. And he got 2-3 boats. So I'm going out on the ocean and do some fishing. He was sick last year. He got cancer. And he just wasn't up to really doing a lot of fishing last year. So I just hung out with him, you know, support him, and we just chewed the fat and reminisce on the days, and we just fish from the pier because it's some work when you launching a boat. Yep, and he's getting his strength back now. So I talked to him. He sent me some pictures. He was out on a cruise with some guys from his temple, and they were all out. I think it was like 13 or 14 of them, and they rented a boat and went out like 20 miles in the ocean, and they were catching the fish where the fish are coming from so deep when you bring them up fast, it make the eyes blow up. So that's how deep the water was when they was fishing. What's up, Waynezo? What's good, bro? Roxbury, good morning. Yep. But hey, I'm finna scoot. I gotta go get my car fixed. And T is really tied up. They ain't, she ain't been having no time to jump on here. Yvette say she cleaned her first boat the other day. The top inside of it. Wow. Oh, the deck, from the stern or the bow. And I know it was wood. I'm gonna have to DM you and get your number. My cousin got a boat in Chicago. I wonder if he need his clean. I'm gonna find out. If I do, you can get that money too. And he a fire chief there. He a fire chief. His wife is a chief. She worked for the fire department too, but she's over the people that do the ambulances and the paramedics and stuff.
I got to go back to training. Everybody, thanks for joining me this morning, and thanks for joining Turk. Turk, handle it from here. I got to get back to training because they're having an issue.
All right, T. Love you. Peace. Yep. And shoot, just about all of my family on that side, they all work for the fire department. His nephew, his wife, we got a couple of cousins, they all firefighters, and his sister was the police. So we got a couple of police officers in the family and firefighters. We was all working for the city. When I was there too, we was all city workers. Board of Education, the fire department, or either police. A lot of family members. Yep, but have an amazing day, y'all. Gotta get back. That was divine design. She gone. Yvette say she cleaned it from the steering wheel to the top side. That's a lot of work working on that wood. I say have a beautiful day, everybody. Frugal Mama say peace and blessings, everyone. And Yvette said she posted the pics. I'm going to check it out. And I'm going to show them to him too. So everybody, y'all have a good one. Reach back, give back. Somebody needs your smile. Somebody might need a couple of dollars. If it's on your heart, and it's not going to hurt you financially, or if the spirit touch you, help somebody out, just raise your humanitarian levels and let's spread a little peace and joy in this raggedy ass world because we need it. We really need it. We need to raise the vibrations and the frequency of humanity and love on this planet bad because everybody is losing their mind. So I'm out of here, y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease. And if your scalp is itching, wash before you condition. And then put some grease in there. Put some oil in it. Put some oil on it. On your scalp. Because don't put it on your hair because it weighs it down. I don't care. I put it on my head, everything. Oh, it wasn't wood? What, it was fiberglass, Yvette? If it wasn't wood, I know it was fiberglass. Yep. So, hey, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. I might have somebody on this Friday. And Wayne's going to get a jet ski this summer. All right, go ahead on, boy. Be careful riding that thing. And I ain't talking about running into stuff. I'm talking about the stuff that's under the water that you don't see. Be careful because it's a lot of rocks that are the lake look like it's deep and it's rocks. I know quite a few people when I was working for the Park District dove off of the rocks at different beaches, including Montrose, and broke their necks, and a lot of people have died out there, so be careful. Yep, so I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Take care, be safe, and I'll holler tomorrow. Peace. Oh, but before I go, I don't want to get frustrated. All right, y'all. Peace out. Holla.